President Biden is hosting the leaders of the two Asian nations to overcome historical grievances and present a united front in the face of an increasingly assertive China. President Biden welcomed his counterparts from Japan and South Korea to Camp David on Friday morning as he seeks to cement a newly fortified three-way alliance, bridging generations of friction between the two Asian powers to forge mutual security arrangements in the face of an increasingly assertive China. Mr. Biden greeted Prime Minister Fumio Kishida of Japan and President Yoon Suk-yeol of South Korea at the presidential retreat in Maryland, the first time he has invited foreign leaders there and the first time the leaders of the three countries will have met in a standalone session rather than on the sidelines of larger international gatherings. Strengthening the ties between our democracies has long been a priority for me, dating back to when I was Vice President of the United States, Mr. Biden told the other leaders in a televised introductory session. That's because our countries and the world would be safer if they stand together. He added, "I want to thank you both for your political courage that brought you here." The others echoed the sentiments. "Today will be remembered as a historic day," Mr. Yoon said. Mr. Kishida agreed, saying the fact that the three could get together means that we are indeed making a new history as of today. The three leaders, all without ties, plan a series of meetings and a lunch before appearing again before cameras for a joint news conference at 3 p.m. to announce the results of their discussions. While the United States has long been allied with Japan and South Korea individually, historic animosities between Tokyo and Seoul stemming most acutely from Japan's brutal 35-year occupation of the Korean peninsula have frustrated American efforts to knit the three into a cohesive partnership. But Mr. Yoon's recent moves toward rapprochement with Japan have drastically shifted the dynamics in Northeast Asia, and Mr. Biden hopes to establish a closer, more enduring alignment. Biden administration officials said the leaders would sign off on a formal commitment to consult, an understanding that the three nations would treat any security threat to one of them as a threat to all, requiring mutual discussion about how to respond. The pledge would not go as far as the NATO Treaty's Article 5, which obligates allies to take action in the event of an attack on any member, but it would reinforce the expectation that the three would act in tandem. The three will also bolster cooperation on ballistic missile defense, expand annual three-way military exercises and develop a framework for security assistance in Southeast Asia and the Pacific Islands. They will also inaugurate the first trilateral hotline so that the leaders can communicate securely in the event of a crisis, according to the officials, who spoke on the condition of anonymity to discuss agreements before they were formally announced.